The end of interrupted nights. Why your bladder wakes you up and how to repair the mechanism. It is 3 in the morning. The silence in the house is absolute, but in your mind, a biological alarm is sounding that you cannot ignore. Once again, for the 3rd time tonight, your own bladder has ripped you from the depths of restful sleep. It wasn't an outside noise, nor a worry. It was a physical urgency that admits no negotiation or delay. You get up heavily, feeling the cold of the floor on your feet. You shuffle your steps in the gloom, trying not to trip over the furniture, moving like a stranger in your own home. You reach the bathroom, urinate, and although you feel momentary relief, it is a bitter relief. It is bitter because, as you watch the stream of water, a part of your brain desperately calculates, it's 3 o'clock. If I'm lucky, I'll sleep until 5 before this happens again. You walk to the sink and look at yourself in the mirror under the cold, merciless fluorescent light. You don't like what you see. Your eyes are bloodshot. You have those dark, deep bags under your gaze that no amount of coffee can hide, and your skin looks dull. You feel, honestly, 10 or 15 years older than what your birth certificate says. And then, that consoling but dangerous thought appears. It's just age. I'm over 50. My father did the same. It happens to all of us. It's the price of getting old. Lies. A lie that is destroying your vitality. I am Manuel Granada, a specialist in holistic health for older adults. And I am here today to tell you that this resignation is, in reality, your worst enemy. Accepting nocturia, the need to urinate several times at night, simply as a side effect of the passage of time, is a grave medical and personal error. It is like seeing the red oil light on your car's dashboard while driving at full speed and thinking, well, the car has its years, it's normal for lights to come on. No, that light is not an ornament of age. It is a warning that the engine is running out of lubrication, that the pressure is failing, and that if you don't stop to check the system, the engine is going to collapse. In the next few minutes, we are going to dismantle the myth of the old bladder. We are going to enter the engine room of your biochemistry to discover that the real cause is not necessarily in your prostate, even if you've been told so, but in a system of metabolic and hormonal balance that you have neglected. I will teach you the secret language of your fluids and give you the exact protocol to regain, once and for all, your 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Understanding the internal clock. To understand why your night has turned into an endless parade to the bathroom, we must understand how the human body manages water when the lights go out. The body is not a passive bucket. It is an ultra-sophisticated water treatment plant that operates under a circadian rhythm. The protagonist here is a hormone called vasopressin, also known as the antidiuretic hormone, ADH. Its name says it all, antidiuresis, meaning it prevents the excessive formation of urine. During the day, your body needs vasopressin to be low. This allows the kidneys to constantly filter the blood, remove toxins, process the liquids you drink, and keep your blood pressure stable while you move. During the night, the moment your eyes detect darkness and the brain begins to secrete melatonin, a signal is sent to the pituitary gland to trigger vasopressin levels. Its function is to tell the kidneys, attention, the boss is sleeping. Slow down production. Concentrate the urine to the maximum so that the tank, the bladder, does not fill up until dawn. What happens after 50? This biological switch begins to fail. But listen closely. It doesn't fail because of an inevitable wear and tear of the parts, as if your organs had an expiration date. It fails due to 2 modern factors: systemic inflammation and metabolic imbalance. If your vasopressin levels do not rise at night, or if your kidneys have become deaf to its signal, you will continue to produce large volumes of diluted urine while you sleep. We call this nocturnal polyuria. It's not that your bladder is small, it's that your kidneys are manufacturing too much urine at the wrong time. You are losing vital water, expelling precious minerals, and, most tragically, fragmenting your sleep architecture. This prevents your brain from activating the glymphatic system, which is basically the garbage truck that cleans toxic waste from your neurons while you sleep deeply. If you wake up 3 times, your brain never gets cleaned. 3 causes. Conventional medicine overlooks. If you have been to the doctor and they only checked your prostate, they have told you only half the story. There are 3 causes that conventional medicine often ignores. Hidden edema. The sponge effect. Many men suffer from mild venous insufficiency they don't even know they have. During the day, you spend a lot of time sitting or standing. Due to gravity, fluid from your blood leaks out of the capillaries and accumulates in the tissues of your ankles and calves. You might notice your socks leave a mark at the end of the day, or that your shoes feel a bit tighter. At that moment, that fluid is hijacked in your legs. But what happens when you lie down? Gravity stops pulling downward. The fluid accumulated in your legs flows back toward your torso, re-entering the bloodstream. Your kidneys detect a sudden and massive increase in blood volume and panic. Fluid emergency. The system is overloaded. We must empty the tank immediately. The result? You urinate 3 times more than what you drank before going to bed. The problem wasn't your bladder. It was the water you had stored in your legs like a sponge. The metabolic bladder. The insulin trail. This is the #1 cause in the modern man. If you have a little abdominal fat, the famous beer belly, it is almost certain that you have chronically high insulin levels. Insulin doesn't just regulate sugar. It is a hormone that tells the kidneys to retain sodium. Where sodium goes, water follows. When your sugar levels fluctuate at night due to a dinner rich in carbohydrates or alcohol, your body tries to balance the internal chemistry by sweeping the excess glucose and sodium through urine. Nocturia is, in many cases, the first visible symptom of prediabetes or insulin resistance that has not yet been diagnosed. Sleep apnea, the cry of the heart. This is the most forgotten messenger. Many men snore or have respiratory pauses, apnea. When you stop breathing for a few seconds, your oxygen levels drop, and the heart has to make a superhuman effort to pump blood. Under that stress, the atria of the heart stretch and release a protein called atrial natriuretic peptide, ANP. ANP is the most powerful signal that exists for the kidneys to produce urine explosively. You don't get up because the bladder is full for natural reasons. You get up because your heart sent a distress message to reduce internal pressure because it was suffocating. The cruel statistics of doing nothing. If you decide to do nothing and continue accepting this as normal, the statistics are cruel. Persistent nocturia is the prelude to major problems: falls and fractures. The #1 cause of permanent disability in men over 60 is nighttime falls on the way to the bathroom. The disorientation of interrupted sleep and the rush to reach the toilet are a deadly combination. Erectile dysfunction. Testosterone is produced mainly during deep REM sleep. If you break the cycle every 2 hours, your testosterone levels will plummet, affecting not only your sex life, but also your muscle strength and mood. Cognitive decline. A brain that doesn't sleep through cannot eliminate beta-amyloid protein. There is a direct correlation between years of fragmented sleep and the risk of developing Alzheimer's and dementia. The protocol to reclaim your night. Let's stop attacking symptoms and start repairing the system. Here are the 3 pillars of my protocol. The elevation rule, preventive emptying. To combat the sponge effect, we need the fluid to return to your circulatory system before you go to bed. The protocol: 2 hours before your bedtime, for example, at 8 p.m. if you sleep at 10 p.m., lie on the sofa or bed and elevate your legs above the level of your heart. Stay like this for 30 to 40 minutes. This will force the fluid from your ankles back to the kidneys. You will urinate all that excess volume before going to bed, ensuring the tank is truly empty and the circulatory system is balanced. Smart faucet closure. It's not about dehydrating yourself, but about being strategic. 70% of your daily hydration should occur before 4 p.m. After 7 p.m., only take small sips if you are thirsty. And be very careful with vasopressin hijackers, alcohol and nighttime caffeine. A single beer or a coffee after dinner chemically blocks the antidiuretic hormone. You are giving a contradictory order to your brain. I want to sleep, but I forbid the sleep hormone from working. The salt paradox, the master trick. Many men urinate excessively because their blood is diluted and does not have enough electrolytes to retain water in the blood vessels. If you don't have enough quality sodium, water leaks into the bladder constantly. The trick: 1 hour before bed, take a tiny pinch, what fits between 2 fingers, of real sea salt or Himalayan salt. Place it under your tongue and let it dissolve with a small sip of water. This stabilizes the osmotic pressure of your cells and tricks the body into keeping water where it belongs, inside your tissues and veins, not in your bladder. Allies of the silence. In your last meal of the day, look for these allies: pumpkin seeds. They are a goldmine of zinc and phytosterols that reduce prostate inflammation and calm the receptors of the bladder wall. Magnesium, glycinate. Magnesium is the body's great relaxant. A nervous or overactive bladder is often a magnesium-deficient bladder. This mineral allows the detrusor muscle of the bladder to relax and expand more, allowing you to store more urine without feeling the urge to wake up. Horsetail infusion. Take it early, around 5 p.m. It is a kidney tonic that helps the kidney be more efficient during the day so it can rest at night. A final message. Gentlemen, I want you to listen to me carefully. Your body is not betraying you. It is not breaking down simply because you turned 50 or 60. Your body is a wonderful biological machine that is simply trying to survive the conditions of inflammation, stress, and metabolic imbalance we have imposed upon it. Those nighttime visits to the bathroom are not a destiny. They are a cry for help. They are an invitation for you to regain control of your cardiovascular health, your diet, and your rest rhythms. Do not accept fatigue as a badge of honor of maturity. It is not normal to live tired. It is not normal to have brain fog. And it is not normal to accept that your nights belong to the bathroom hallway. Tonight, when you prepare to rest, remember the protocol. Elevate your legs, adjust your hydration, use that pinch of sea salt, and give your kidneys the respect they deserve. Tomorrow you will wake up in a way you had almost forgotten, with a sharp mind, a light body, and the energy of a man who has finally decided to stop aging by neglect and start living with knowledge. Take care of your rest today so that your body has the strength to sustain you always.